We got Brian in the fucking house, bro.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir.
Brian in the fucking house.
It happens to be my house. Welcome to the
Yes, sir.
house.
Yo, fucking tired of shit. Yesterday, we were lighting up at Victor's house.
Mm-hmm.
It was it wasn't a great experience, yo. I was so bad, I had to go to the couch. Like I had to stop.
Oh,
I
bro.
had to hit the couch. I was like, yo,
Just in like the sense of like how like the high was like.
yeah, terrible. It was one of the worst ones. My heart was racing. My head was in the clouds.
I know when I first started, I always like take like a couple and then just go to fuck sleep. It's an instant nap.
I wanted to
Started.
sleep just so I can get rid of that sensation because I was like, nah, not today. Like, not right now. It was like 2 a.m. I had to get home. Good thing I lived like 3 blocks away from Victor, but still, like, that walk can be deadly, bro.
Yeah, did someone catch you on the way? Like, hey,
No.
where you going?
Nah, like, those walks when like you're just fucking blasted, bro, and it's like mad late at night. You're like, oh, holy shit, bro. Where the fuck am
I love those walks, but sometimes
Me too, but sometimes a little scary.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Me, like, especially me, like, just working in, like, Jersey City. I'd be walking around, like, late at night. I'm like, bro, like, holy shit.
you're on watch.
Word.
that's how it was. Yo, yes.
You remember when we drove like in that direction towards Jersey City? We saw that guy with that purse.
Oh yeah, yo. We were coming in on Manhattan Avenue where that park is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we were on like on Kennedy still
Mhm.
coming into that park. We just saw a guy like running, and he stopped. He looked like he was like catching his breath and shit,
Yeah.
but he was like mad tired. He was sweaty as fuck, and he had a purse.
Fast walk.
And yeah, he was like
Purse?
yeah. What do you think he did, bro? He fucking snatched that
Yeah,
purse.
he was, look.
Wasn't like profiling or anything. It was just like you gotta context.
Profile. You just fit the character, sir.
Oh shit.
Get this off. But all right, so speaking on that, right?
Yeah.
How has smoking changed for you as like you've gotten older versus when like like
We were
you
doing it
smoking
younger, yeah.
in high school?
For me, because I started out really young. I started out like 8th grade, so I weren't as strong. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just me hitting it for the first time, and all that shit. But they weren't as strong as they are now.
We were
Now
also
I
definitely
fucking
smoking
love.
trash back then.
Yeah,
too.
probably.
Like,
I mean, I would cop dime bags every Saturday,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
all I copped.
Yeah.
I would say that I think I had 3 phases, and one was that initial one that I said where like I'd smoke and then I'd like knock out,
Yeah.
and then I had the second one where like I did smoke and I kind of wanted to sleep, but I didn't, so I was kind of like more just lazy. And then now where I'm at is I kind of feel like it gives me a little focus, like it gives me some sort of like alertness, like the way you feel like when you drink coffee and like your eyes are kind of like a little lit up.
Yeah.
I kind of get that from smoking now, as opposed to that tired and drowsiness. I don't know, like, and that's why like sometimes smoke a little bowl before I go to work,
Smoke a little bowl.
and then and for some reason that makes inventory go by like that, like because I don't give a shit about the time, and I'm just like jamming out to whatever's in my ear and just 1,
Damn.
2, 3, 4, 6.
Not word. For sure. That's why like I always keep like a disposable on me at all times, because being a manager, bro, is shit.
The stress, bro.
You gotta-
you know.
You gotta be able to bring yourself down when someone else is like giving you shit, or like when they're
Yeah.
being difficult to handle with.
And I work with like a bunch of like super corporate like white people, like super like so I'm just like, bro, like
Tired of your shit.
bro,
How
so-
white do you have to act if you don't mind me asking around them?
bro, like I like changed my voice and everything.
It's like that movie. What's it called? What's that
Sorry
movie?
to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You. You seen that shit?
It's the work voice.
Yeah, really.
He's
Hey. Brian from like yeah, like that. Or I'm just like
That
super
work hating on his own race. Like, do you see those guys?
with the white guys.
fucking black people, right? Fucking terrible.
Of course. In total agreement.
Yeah, but word. Shout out to weed. So weed being now legalized in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Super legal. You could buy it now.
And what are like, I guess, the requirements? You're using an ID.
ID.
now, right?
You need to be 21 or older.
Yeah.
ID, yeah.
Like before it was a medical card. Now you don't need it.
Yes. So but like I was unaware, so before when it was legalized around what time last year was it legalized?
I want to say after January, after
Yeah.
like the year started.
Oh, okay. So after like the year started, so like what was the process with that? Because it was legal, but we couldn't buy it.
It was legal, but they would have to pass it in certain districts. So like Hudson County, they hadn't passed it yet, and you know how Hudson County has that like
and then I think all those
anti-weed.
businesses individually had to apply for further licensing.
Exactly.
For it.
Obviously, Lopez is there trying to hold that line. Like, no fucking smoking yet.
And then I think one of the main requirements before you're even able to sell for recreational is that you have to have a surplus of medicinal weed.
Yeah.
So that way, for any patients that do come in, you can't be like, "Oh, we ran out because we gave it all the potheads." Like,
yeah. Where like, oh, I have crippling fucking like carpal tunnel. Like, all right, bro.
Medical weed. Nah.
Johnny wanted to blaze, bro. Go get some fucking Xans or something, bro. Some fucking opiates.
That's gonna be the thing now, though. Like, weed is gonna be way more expensive now.
well, yeah, I mean, it's because drugs end up becoming a trend. I mean, and that's just because of like culture, like music, and like people hyping up psychedelics. And
Well,
stuff
like
that.
once the government can like monetize something, it's for sure gonna go up.
It's fair.
You want to smoke? Sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
120 for an eighth.
Word. Fuck you. And you know what?
I'm gonna tax it on top of that.
We know that you want that eighth too, so fuck you.
Now you can't say shit.
Word.
It's funny how those DARE programs wanted to keep us.
But they were more like bringing you into.
Yeah,
the
they were.
world.
What? You can fly on weed? Like that's your
They
thought?
tell you the
imagine
names, they
where-
tell you where to get them. Like,
Yeah.
stay away from 58.
The way these drawings look, it looked like smoking weed gave you your own flying nimbus.
Just know the first time I smoked, like I was expecting like just for like the like third eye to open, like the whole like room like changes color.
Oh my god!
They
What was
lied
the
to me.
dumbest shit you ever heard about other people that smoke weed, and after you smoked, you knew they were lying about smoking weed.
Someone, actually, I don't know because I've heard like some things where I'm like, yo, it's true as fuck. Maybe that it takes away the pain. Not sure. I mean, I don't know really. Like, I don't.
Just for an example, what happened to me was that I used to talk to these guys in like middle school, and they were like, "Oh, when we smoked, like the ridge like made those noises, and like we used to see rainbows." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Because you were smoking K2, buddy. Well, I mean, I did notice with like high sativa strains.
Yeah.
Very like. I don't want to say like like psychedelic, but there's times where like I do like hear something. I'm like, wait, am I tripping? Am I too
It depends on
fried?
the person.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a sensory overload thing where it's like you can just hear a lot more than you
Yeah,
were
because
hearing
maybe
before.
it could be something out the window.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe you're wearing something that's soundproof, and you're hearing something outside of that.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes I do that with like my headphones.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like there's someone screaming out there, but it's like the garbage truck like over here, like.
No, we're for sure.
And it's always a sad mistake because then I'm just like, shit.
Speaking of fucking mistakes, yo, do you remember how many people were in high school were doing like angel dust and shit? You remember that video that came out in 9th grade of those kids, bro?
Yeah, there was like kids.
Yeah,
I think he was on like the. No, he was on. I know he was on Kennedy. I think it was like 12. Or 15.
No, it was weren't they in like Hoboken or something? They were by the train. I remember that.
I thought they were on.
And it was like 5 of them, and the one kid, he's like, man's fucked up looking at the camera.
Bro, it's
That's like that's terrible that you like bring someone to do something like that and then you record them, make them a sideshow.
No, apparently that guy was not. He was just a random guy.
yeah,
That's
like
all.
I think like they're just roaming around an area that they were in. The residents,
That's
that's what we call them. Where it's like, yo, like look at these two dumb fucks, like
I still
tripping
would
right
laugh. I mean, I don't care.
he was clowning him hard.
It's sad though, because a part of it is like, I feel like the culture that we're in, like we kind of push that.
Yeah, we're enablers.
Yeah,
We're enablers to all this shit.
the music, the lifestyle, like we make people comfortable doing like those crazy ass drugs, and like I find that so crazy. Like I don't mean like bash nobody, but I'm pretty much like a like weed smoker. That's pretty much it. So like when like I like hear people saying, bro, like, I just popped like fucking like 8 pills, bro. Like I'm like, bro, like that's not like you sound like a fucking crackhead.
Yeah, that's not like something to brag
That's not
about.
even, that's not
me?
even on the same level as like smoking weed or like being a
Word.
pothead. Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, like you need help. Like,
Look for it now.
like even if you told me you popped 8 Advils, I'd still be like, yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
you shouldn't be doing that shit, Dave.
and it's kind of like that cycle where it becomes popular, it becomes a trend, it becomes marketable in the sense that musicians make music that involve these type of drugs or like these type of things. people feed into it, people start doing it, people start dying, but it's like, fuck it, bro, YOLO, bro, like, you know, like, I'm gonna like pop 10 Zans, bro, fuck it, like.
And a lot of people do it unnecessarily, like when certain people like if you like I guess rage music or something, you'll like find a reason to get fucking more mad about certain things, or like you'll find more of a reason to be pessimistic because you listen to pessimistic music.
Yeah,
Well, that's what it is. You enable yourself to be this way, right? You're already comfortable in the situation that you're in, right? You pop pills, you don't do anything, you don't work, you're just on your shit.
Yeah.
Like obviously, you're just gonna keep doing that and looking for things that enable you to keep doing that. Yeah. That's why looking for new circles sometimes is necessary, because you kind of want people that are better than you, so that you can get to that better, you know.
Like that statement is true, where like the people that you surround yourself with, like you kind of do end up becoming that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, let's say I have like a group of just like degenerate fucks, right? Just super, this low life, whatever. I'm working, I'm like, bro, I'm tired as hell. Bro, come over, bro, fuck it, yo. Fuck work. Smoke a L, do this, do that, you know. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, yo, you're right. And I keep on doing that, I keep on doing that. And yeah, like you just end up becoming that.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
That's why you got to break the cycle all the time.
Yeah.
Wherever you came from, you know, wherever you're going, just break the cycle. It takes a lot, though. That's the one thing. It takes a lot
of humbling and, you know, self-awareness to make those decisions. But that's where true maturity and just like adulthood comes into play, when you know that you have to get yourself into a new circle. Because it's not good. Not that it's not good to be in the same circle, but like, let's say you're the smartest person in your group. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing.
No,
like, especially if that stays in the way. Like the same for
forever.
Like if you want to be like the smartest person in your group for 10 years, obviously you've been hanging around with the same people for 10 years.
Where like there's no success with comfortability.
Yeah, exactly.
So I agree with that 100%. Yeah.
You got to keep expanding your horizons.
Yeah, like sometimes like you really have to just tell yourself like, yo, like I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, you really do.
Like, yo,
you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta shit on yourself to pull yourself out of the mud.
That's how it works. I think that's why a lot of people are doing shit on their own now. I don't know if you see like a lot of artists, a lot of
I used to shit on fucking working 9 to 5. Now I have a 9 to 5 office job, and it's like it's horrible.
Like a big part of that is like we just kind of build that false reality of what life has to be. Like, you know, like you're not a loser if you have like a 9 to 5 job, because how many people your age have one?
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, like, so it's just more of, you need to put yourself to where you're doing something that you want to do, and you're pushing yourself every single day. Like, I don't care if like you like fucking picking up fucking horse shit. Be like the best horse shit picker ever. You get me? And like, it's like if like that's what makes you happy, it's better doing that than just doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So,
and making bank while you're doing it.
Fuck it, yeah.
Well, let's go pick up shit, bro. How much? We're
like,
someone podcast.
What's the other name, bro? How much
shit picker uppers get paid? Fucking 50K salary. That's what you're fucking fast food.
That's what they be saying. That's what they be saying with DoorDash, bro. Make your 26K.
You want AirPods? Fucking go DoorDash, bro.
Yo, I'm so tempted to just fucking get in one of those shits. Me not having a car, and just be like, yo, I didn't get anything. What's
I'm doing my shit, bro. What the fuck?
And I like because they be doing like Instagram posts where they're just like, DoorDash, you'll get $1,600 guaranteed in your first month.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you really want to guarantee that? I'll find a way. Just to prove you wrong.
Like, yo, there was some nights I'm doing Uber where there was just nothing in there, bro. We would do that shit for hours, nothing.
And it's all from like people just not really tipping, right?
Yeah. Because they don't give a fuck. They're gonna give you $1. What my biggest beef was like the people from Edgewater. Bro, you gonna give me $1, bro? You living in the fucking
Alexandria.
Yeah,
they're like fucking Caesar's Palace in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, give me a fucking $1, bro.
You serious? Yeah, that's how I feel all the time.
Yeah, maybe you don't know what's happening. Maybe behind the scenes they're living there by the skin of their teeth.
Fuck that.
True, but I actually do kind of like agree with that. Where I feel like Uber Eats, that's kind of like a luxury. Like just the fact that you could be in your crib, butt ass naked, scratching. You know what, bro? Fucking Taco Bell, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like the fact that also now like they kind of carried that COVID, just drop it off at like your door.
Yeah.
Super convenient, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I gotta see nobody. Let's pick up my food.
And that's why a lot of conspiracy theories happened, because they were like, "Oh, COVID happened, so that way everyone could get used to this, and then we could adapt this lifestyle
Like,
even more."
like some sumo
Like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out sumo, bro.
that shit is too funny. I
Making a stop sign, bro.
Fucking wanted. He always these fucking Democrats. That's what they want.
And it's like Obama.
Yeah.
Obama's fault. It's Obama's fault, brother. They turned the frogs gay.
He's like the Alex Jones of Union City, bro.
But you know what though? Like that's just who he is. You get me? Like so, he's got.
Yeah, we love him for it.
Yeah, we love him for it. He's amazing. Shout out Sumo.
Oh my goodness. Yo, but what have you been up to other than work? Have you been studying? Have you been trying to do anything else? Any hobbies? Any crazy shit?
I was in school like right after I like graduated, and I did a semester, and I kind of found out like I wasn't really there to like do that. So right now I'm just kind of like this like self discovery, just really trying to find myself because I honestly feel like my high school experience was like garbage.
Yeah.
Like
You're not the only one.
just absolute garbage. I think like a big part of like me wasn't like really being like true to myself also. So I really feel like I'm like behind. So right now like I'm just trying to like, catch up, make money, just really just try to put myself in a situation to where once I kind of find like my niche, I'm like, bam, we can do it. Yeah, you get me? Like I'm there. But that's also what life is. Like it's okay to find yourself because not everybody knows what they want to do. Or sometimes the passions that you find in life are just based off you just doing like the most random shit.
Yeah.
Like one day you fucking want to make like mittens. And then out of nowhere, like you just have like that thing like, yo, I want to fucking make mittens now. So yeah, like I'm just kind of in like,
I want to make mittens for people that pick up horse shit. Like,
I thought you were.
like,
I thought you were about to.
I thought like, basically you need mittens because shit gets on your hands.
You gotta keep that shit clean.
Yeah.
Fucking get
No, I feel all that shit. I think a common theme that comes up here with a lot of the guests that we have, because a lot of them, not that they're struggling, but they're also trying to look for something that they really want to do.
Yeah.
Something that inspires them or whatever. But I think growing up here, and I've said this a lot, like your parents, bro. Our parents have been some of the, I think, not worse, but they weren't able to show us or guide us to the right, to make the right decisions, right? To guide us to what the shit we want to do. Instead, they kept pushing us, go to school, do this, do that. Making your choices for you when it should have been, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, do you want to join this? I can put you in that. It costs money, but I'll try, Shit like that was never done. And I think that's what we needed as little kids, to open up our horizons now. I mean, when we were younger, so that now we would know, like, oh, I like this more than I like that. Whatever.
I do get that. Personally, I feel as if I was not blessed, but my parents didn't really grow up culturally like Hispanic. Like my mom's Hispanic, but she kind of broke that cycle of like the old school Hispanic mentality, and like my dad's African American, so like there's no real like thing with that. But I can get that because like I know people where it's like, yo, like I kind of told my parents like I want to become like an artist, or I want to become like a fucking like YouTuber, and they're like, yo, like, are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, no future. Like,
the way you said that, bro, it hit me so hard. I was
like, damn, bro. That's like,
personal.
and, like, that sucks because school isn't the only way that you could become successful. Like, okay, school is the perfect format if you really want to follow, like, that whole, like, cookie cut 9 to 5 two kids and a dog die when I'm like 82.
No way.
Like that's fine. Or if you want to do that too, like that's fine. But I think not to get a little deep here, but I feel like school really just kind of just makes people for the whole capitalistic
Yeah.
type of agenda where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like we need workers.
They make slaves. Yeah, they make they
They want people who are obedient.
Assembly
They
line
listen.
people.
Yeah.
basically
That goes
yeah.
back to the sumo podcast.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
They want you to get used to that schedule. You know,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
Waking
why.
up at a certain time,
Yeah.
getting out, eating when we tell you, peeing when we tell you to, like, yeah.
That's a crazy part, yo. Peeing when you're allowed to, bro. If I want to pee, I want to pee.
I gotta piss, bro.
Yeah. How many times would people get into arguments with
what's-
teachers over that
You
shit?
know what's funny? I saw a meme today actually. It was that faucet meme where there's like that skinny guy that's like drinking the droplets that are coming out, and the faucet's like pouring into like that morbidly obese like character. And apparently the more in this illustration, the morbidly obese character is Amazon employees who want to piss. And then the guy that's there is Jeff Bezos. But I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That 6 figures, 40K salary, if that.
No, not 40K, bro. When I worked
40K
there,
salary.
we would
if
make
that.
like, if you put in the hours, like, yeah, you do get the money. But I mean, the work is not easy.
Is it true, like, you get, like, a stupid amount of time to use the restroom, like counts as like you're walking to the restroom and like walking back?
Yeah.
That
If
is
you have a task, right?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you either finish the task, or you know that your order doesn't have to be done till this time, because if not, you can't go pee. And I'm telling you, they track you in between. So let's say you're doing an order, right? You finish that order. In between that time and the time you take to pick up another order, they have a thing called like rest period or something like that.
Yeah.
And they track that. They're like, oh, you were in this rest period for fucking 2 seconds longer than you should have been. Bro, I take a shit.
Bro,
There's no
line,
toilet
bro.
paper, bro.
But if that was 2 seconds,
You could have done crack.
I would
In those seconds.
have laughed at that guy and just gone back to work, bro. Like, I'd be like, I can't believe you're coming up to me with this bullshit right now.
Yeah, crazy.
The managers were chill though over there. They kind of understood you because they were in that position too. So they're kind of like
Once
lenient.
upon a time.
Yeah. But then later on, because the warehouse wasn't doing that well, the one in Hoboken, they had to.
Crack down. Like,
Yeah. They're like, yo, 2 minutes extra in the bathroom. You gotta stop that shit, man. You gotta take a shit before or after your shift. Which one is it? That's it.
Pre-shift shit.
Yo,
That pre-shift shit.
low key, I don't like shitting.
At work?
No,
Yeah, but I finally have like a process for it. So I'm like the all around like office guy and like / maintenance too. So I have access to like all the cleaning supplies, whatever. I have my own pack of Lysol wipes that I use. So go wipe down the seat, and then I wipe it down again with a dry one, and I'm set. And that's how I've been able to like.
And then he absolutely destroys it.
That's absolutely ruins it, bro.
And then I leave. Evidence too, like it just stays.
Yo,
there.
but the crazy
I don't even blush.
at Amazon,
That's bananas.
the bathrooms are what are they called? Unisex. So anyone can go in it. Yeah.
I feel
And they
so
have-
bad for those girls, bro.
So do I.
Because like some dudes just be taking crazy, like just making like most grotesque noises while they're using the bathroom. Like,
But the lingering smell.
of a grown man's shit is it's horrid.
It is, yo. There were some guys that were like obese 300-pound guys that were delivery men, you know.
But I don't understand how you get like how it's that potent. You know what I mean?
We're like, what are you mixing in there? Like, what brew is that?
Like, it's wafting out the room into the hallway, out of that hallway room. Like,
They had to
Sticky to the walls, bro.
they had to shut down the warehouse one time because it was that bad. It was going outside. They thought it was gonna ruin the produce.
This fucking natural runoff happening in the bathrooms. That's
one
crazy.
time at this place across the street when I used to work there, the toilets clogged because all 3 of the bathrooms ended up coming toward one pipe and it clogged. Like someone flushed some bullshit and it clogged, and I had to bring out this rubber tube and bring it to the sewer grate and then just flip a switch, and I just saw shit and piss come out of the bucket
Yeah.
into the doors,
That's great.
and I was just like, "What is this? Why?"
I don't even know what to say to that. That's fucking disgusting.
They gave me like a $200 bonus like the next month.
Yeah, they should have.
Wow, I mean like fucking Amazon people.
No,
he worked at another warehouse.
Startup company.
Oh, never mind. Amazon could never. Never mind. I was like, I was like, you shouldn't give me like Prime for 3 months or something.
Yo, but that. Yo, what if you hit him? Can I get a raise? Gift card.
You know what they
Amazon gift
said?
card.
You know what they told me? Some employee that still works there, she told me, "Oh, we were trying to ask for a raise, but they told me that the minimum wage in just Hoboken is $15, and they won't raise it up anymore." Like, what the fuck? What? Why are they lying to you like that, bro? Why the fuck are they lying to you? Like, I'm making 17 working at another place. How the fuck are you still making 15 at Amazon?
That's like absurd, bro. Absurd.
There's more out there. There's more out there.
Yeah, for real. Get better circles, get better jobs too, bro. Because
You know what? Fuck Amazon. You know?
Yeah, fuck
Amazon.
fuck
you know?
Bezos. Is that his name? Yeah, fuck Bezos,
fuck
and
Bezos.
fuck Amazon Prime, bro.
I still want my packages on time.
Right.
Yeah, do that. At least do that, bro. Because not even that they do.
Have you guys ever like said like your package didn't come to get like the money back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a story that you want to share about that or not?
I mean,
You don't want to op yourself out, right?
Let's not say what it was. Confirmation number 345. Nah,
it was pretty pricey.
Let's leave it. Unless it was like the Gawkinator 5000, like
It had like lube in it or something.
What the fuck?
I mean, completely unrelated, but I have like 2 monitors, so that's cool.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Mhm.
you
Come on,
you PC game at all, or you still on your own console?
Well, yeah, like it was pretty recent that I got 2 monitors, so I'm in like that transition to
Was it
PC.
pretty recent that you also put that you didn't get your package?
Now that you think about it, that was a few months ago, dude. I'm not gonna lie, but
And how long ago was those monitors? How long ago were those monitors?
Yeah, I think
so,
A few months ago?
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure he just got on.
SWAT comes like that door and shit. What you gonna do?
Fucking, it's all on footage. And fucking your subpoena is in the mail next week.
Fuck it.
But yo, do you remember? This is so unnecessary, but I laugh at it all the time.
Okay.
When we were walking, we were walking down Kennedy Boulevard,
Yeah.
and you know how our groups would kind of like cross paths. Sometimes we would just see each other and we'd dab each other up and then leave, right?
Yeah, very like, oh, what's up? And
Yeah,
this-
yeah. And then just
Disperse.
disperse.
yeah.
But one time we just saw each other, right? And then Nata pulls up. You remember Nata?
It's nothing.
Now the name sounds so familiar.
You're about to die as a
explain. Nata was this Brazilian kid.
Okay.
Portuguese.
Portuguese, pretty, plump.
I know exactly who that is.
And he didn't have the best clothes sometimes. Sometimes like broken shoes,
Yeah.
messed up sweaters. But he's a great person. He was very nice. He wasn't rude. He didn't pick fights. None of that.
I feel like this is gonna make me sound so bad.
And we were walking down Kennedy, and for some reason Nata just started talking about Brian or something. I don't remember what it was, but he just started talking to Brian. And Brian stops in mid-sentence. He didn't even let him finish the sentence. He's like, Nata, I'm sorry. Remember, his shoes are all ripped up and stuff. He's like, I'm sorry, Nata. But what the fuck are those?
He goes a step further to lift his pants off.
He lifted his pants leg.
Be like, what the fuck is that?
Why? What triggered him?
The ugly ass shoes.
Out of world violation at our age.
Nata didn't even say anything. He just smiled. He laughed.
Oh, yeah, I just kept walking too.
We just, at that moment, we dispersed and we never saw each other.
Yeah,
Oh.
all right, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I was definitely an asshole back then.
We all were.
We all were.
kids.
That one was a great story, man. See Nata too to this day.
Oh, bro?
Yeah.
How is he? Is he good?
He's chilling. He's actually doing computer science, and he's working for like a tech company, and he's making good money.
Well, they'll have broken shoes.
Clear example.
Nah,
guys.
he's got good shoes now.
You got good shoes now.
You gotta be humble.
Better pant leg
Be
too.
patient.
Not those 32 by 34 Huskies.
Nah, he's doing good. He's doing good. Thank God. Who else would you bully in high school?
Oh, come on.
You're wildin'.
Who else did you mentally abuse?
Yeah. Nah, everybody else, especially the teachers.
Let me go on the list. Hold on, see.
What would you want how would you react if like you're walking down the street
Uh-huh.
and you see a group of kids looking exactly like you? What would you say to them? Like they remind you of you back then. How would you react?
How would I react?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see a lot of kids being dumbasses in the middle of the street nowadays. But I think worse than what we were back then.
It's for sure getting worse, but it's getting
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
I don't know what the fuck. Like the other when you came out of the fucking glasses place.
Oh yeah.
How that fucking kid just came up to you.
That
and
mess-
called-
I was feeling so good because I just got these glasses.
Mm-hmm.
That song is like, she's got it. Like yeah, babe. Like that part. That
You know
part was
that song,
playing. I thought it
Venus?
was in a movie. I was walking down, the sun shining, and these group of kids like just up to my shoulder. And I was like, "Ay, qué bonito, maricón." And I was like,
So
What
it's the
I
fucking ESL kids, bro. Crazy, dude.
"How old is that kid?"
That would have been on site for me. Like, props to you. Younger me would not.
No, I got mad and I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, kid. And I told him that, and his little girlfriend laughed at him, and his whole group went silent, and I just left. If they went further, I would have straight up hit them. I would have gotten into a fight with preschoolers. Straight up.
They were that small?
They were small.
Not preschoolers.
They were a little bit bigger. I'm just exaggerating, because they were bigger than Manuel.
Alright, I got you.
Like at first, I was like, "There's like gangs of fucking preschoolers." You know, like what the fuck is this thing turned
I mean,
into?
like that always happens. Like someone out of their league says some bullshit to somebody.
Yeah.
And that's where that awakening comes in.
Yeah, because he felt like shit after that.
Yeah, because then it's like you get
Fucking
shit
girlfriend
on,
laughed at him, bro.
That was embarrassing.
He's like, come back and took your manhood. Lucky I don't take your bitch.
That was all that's left. But yo, those ESL kids were always a fucking
A trip.
yeah, yo. They would always either bully some random kid that no one cared about for some reason.
My problem wasn't with any of that. It was the way that they spoke.
And
And it
indoor
wasn't-
cleats. Why are you wearing indoor cleats in school, bro?
And when I say the way that they speak, I didn't mean that. I didn't like that they speak Spanish. When they spoke Spanish to you, it kind of seemed like
Aggressive
insulting
and
or
then
demeaning or
like
and
condescending?
again, yeah, exactly. And I'll just be like, yo, why are you talking to me like that? Like,
Yeah.
like I understand good and well. You don't have to be like this, like assertive to speak Spanish.
Yeah, bro, like,
you're being-
Yeah, actually, like I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut
No,
you off,
you-
but like ironically, like kind of like a superiority type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in ESL, bro. Like,
The thing is, knowing a lot of kids that grew up in that program,
yeah,
I found out that the reason they feel like that though is because they're the ones that like got out of their situation, like their financial situation. So they came over here and they're like they think they're all big because they came out of that country and they were like the only ones that came out. But then they get here and they're like, where the fuck are all the white people? Why are there so many ESL classes? Like they didn't know it was gonna be like that, and they automatically get on the defensive every time. And a lot of them too tell me that we were the ones that would start problems. That we were the ones trying to pick on them. I don't remember calling anybody on Mama Huevo, but I remember them calling everybody and their grandma on Mama Huevo every 10 seconds.
To them, it was endeared. Like,
There
would say, yeah,
there was a lot of fights that literally just started just because someone would say something and then someone would be like, "Yo te entendí, okay, I understand
Yeah.
you, my guy, all right." And then because then people like to say shit in Spanish to try and insult white people, and I'm not gonna lie, like we did it at work too. Like I would talk shit when I worked at Swaggo too. We talked shit about like the white guy that was in charge of us. He'd be like, "Hey, what do you guys say?" The other guy would be like, "Hey, está aprendiendo." Like, stop.
Fucking dick, bro. The advantages of speaking two languages, bro. You get to make fun of another person in another language.
And it's like, I don't know. I don't like that you use another language to talk shit about people.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna talk shit about someone, talk shit to their face.
Yeah, no, for sure.
To go as far as those lengths to speak in a completely different language, you're a pussy.
And a lot of them do that. Yeah, remember McDonald's? They would all do that.
Yeah.
They would all fucking do that. They'd be like, "Oh, this fucking customer," in Spanish. "Oh, this fucking customer's a piece of
You
shit."
used to remember when I got mad? Everyone thought it was like a race thing, but like when people would curse at me in Spanish, it was because they knew that I didn't know what it was. So I'd be like, "Dímelo en inglés,"
And they're
but like,
No,
like
it's not.
you're being
rude.
and aggressive in a language that I don't understand. Tell me what you're saying in English. It's not racist then, right?
That's true.
Then it's serious then.
All right, so branching off white people, right?
Yes.
There's so many now here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, I think there's been like four or five condos like built. Like, I mean, I know when
Within
we
the
were going to
past
Jose
year.
Marty, that
Yeah.
one across the street.
That one's
there.
done.
it's crazy.
This one, the company I work for is a realty investment one. They're
Yeah.
setting up this one on 49th Street.
And the one on 50 something street too.
Yeah.
This one being built by the light rail station on
Oh, yeah.
line.
What I'm talking about.
Okay.
You want to know like that some more white people moved in? I get more compliments when I walk them.
Yeah, that's a nice dog.
Yeah.
That's a really nice dog.
Wow, dude, like
Great hair.
great hair, dude. Wow, man.
Stop and pat them.
What
Nice
breed,
coat.
what breed is he? Oh, what a good boy.
You get the fuck away from me. I just want you to back the fuck
They're
off.
coming at me with their poodle. I'm like, my dog's gonna bite your dog. I'm sorry.
And the next time it's like, don't you be walking your dog in my neighborhood.
Yo, I hope it doesn't get to that. We're like, listen here, compadre.
Someone said that to you.
Yo, someone called me compadre and that's on the voice. They're gonna fuck up, yo. Hands.
I'm saying not to walk your dog in their neighborhood, but you've been living in that
That's an
area
even-
your whole life.
Bigger.
Right next to you.
Word. I've been living here my whole life. At the very least,
Word.
I have some sayings like, listen, either you go to jail or I go to jail right now.
I own Union City. No, I'm just-
Yeah, so like personally, like how do you guys feel that like that rapper kind of being
Gentrified.
gentrified? Yeah. 'Cause- yeah.
I don't think it's as bad as
It is.
they put it. Not now.
I
Not
don't
right
think
now.
there's more things to do in Union City. That's
Mm.
adding to the surrounding area.
I don't think it's as bad as it is right now. I think we're in a good place where it's like, yeah, there is a lot of them coming in,
Mhm.
but we're still here. You know, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna kick us the fuck out
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
I
thankfully,
mean, that'll be more of your own fault. Like,
Yeah.
just keep paying rent. Like, it's not
thankfully, Stack kind of got that on lock. He protects a lot of the Hispanics.
Full circle of stack, by the way. Full circle of stack, man.
He needs that vote, yeah. He's like, oh, I gotta protect these.
He gets us a
Dominicans,
block
bro.
party. Mexicans.
They like free shit. Look at them free shit.
Free turkeys, bro. We're still doing free
Every
turkeys.
year, bro.
turkeys, roses, and there's some other shit that he gives out once a
Bro,
year.
and what's crazy is that once you turn 18, you are then to get a turkey as well. So you could be, you could have 4 18-year-olds in your house.
You getting turkeys?
All y'all getting turkeys.
I haven't got a turkey yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
but- I've been-
You better call him up.
I haven't heard like North Bergen, never mind, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not getting turkeys. Who's the mayor over there?
You just call him
I
up
don't
and be
know.
like, yo,
You
I'm
don't give a fuck
representing.
about that. I think the white people situation is not. It's not as bad right
I don't think
now.
it's ever been as serious as people have made it out to be.
Yeah,
As
not
long as
around
you
here.
don't- As long as you don't give it a negative reproach,
Yeah.
they won't give you a negative backlash
Exactly.
for that reproach. Because it's like,
Mm.
obviously, if you're untoward of that change and you're like, yo, get the fuck out of here, this is our place. Like, that's what it comes down to is this is America and everyone can live wherever they want to. So if housing
That is true.
becomes available,
That is true.
you move in. It has nothing to do whether it's race, personality, or gender. It's just people butt heads, and that's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Are you opposed?
I'm not opposed to it, but I am also aware of what happens because of it. Because
Yeah.
even though these white people aren't coming in with ill intention, the fact that they are moving in causes an effect.
Yeah.
So if more people keep on moving in, landlords are gonna be like, all right, I have a million people that can pay me more than what you're paying me, so I'm gonna just raise the rent.
Let you be out,
And yeah,
and
exactly.
then wait for the new.
And that's where like that kind of comes into where people start, losing their homes, like homes like they've been in there like for like years and years and years. And like that happens on a large scale outside of where we live.
That's true.
So like that's how I feel about it. But personally, like I don't think we're at that stage yet.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't believe that we will. Like I honestly feel like we're just so densely populated here, like it's like impossible.
Yeah.
Here's a PSA, especially for anyone watching that lives in the area. If you're living in housing that is inadequate or has some form of defect that involves living in it, let's say you have like a dishwasher that hasn't been run since you moved in, or there's mold that could kill you in like your fucking bathroom that your landlord hasn't taken care of for like 3 months. You could call the mayor and have the building send someone out to inspect your place to make sure that it's actually deemed livable housing. And so there is a way to get out of it. Some way to get out of it if you are like very trapped.
You know what it is too?
Options.
A lot of, because I didn't know about that till I got older. But when we lived, we used to live right here on 25th Street in Burgerline.
Yeah.
That building had a lot of rats, had a lot of mold, had a lot of everything. But my mom, obviously, she didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And she didn't know she could go to the mayor as well. But I think a lot of them are scared to do it because of the papers thing. The fact that you're undocumented, just all that fear to go to the fucking, even to go to the mayor. And he doesn't arrest people. He doesn't send people out. He's considerate to these people, to the undocumented citizens, thank God.
Get them jobs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they were just scared, a lot of them, to do that. But it is true, you can do it, and you should do it if you're able to. Yeah. Because you shouldn't be living in a place where there's fucking mold.
And you shouldn't be living in a place that could be deemed inadequate living. That's what that means. You're being put in conditions forcibly that are below living standards, which is unfortunate. There is a standard. Make sure that you're reaching it.
Yeah, at least the standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you can't go anywhere else but up.
And that's what I mean. Like there has to be like a baseline for life. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be like, oh, this is life. Like there has to be certain things that are constants to where you're able to live your life, like actually be able to live and not like have to fucking worry about the 76 rats that are about to fucking eat through your mattress to shit on you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is.
I think a lot of that too. A lot of the landlords here don't care.
Yeah,
they don't. They really don't. Yeah.
I mean, I bet you if landlords started living in the properties that they sold to other people, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like, or at least if they were like their own building supers. You know what I mean? Like not even landlords are that. They can't even maintenance their own fucking building.
Yeah. You already know what I'm gonna say. My dad is a super. Bro. If there's anyone
greatest.
nah. He's alright. He's a good super. He's a good and he's a tenant in one of these buildings.
Yeah.
But he's so comfortable in his fucking place, bro, that he's been living there since my sister, which is 1991. Okay. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. He has 4 kids in there. Bro. Speaking of standards, supers gotta also understand the situation that their tenants are living in, because, bro,
and they should.
You gotta get them out of. You gotta fix up their shit and have them living better.
You gotta like nudge them. You know, like they gotta like. And that scenario is like problematic to give an opinion on because of what it is, but it's like some people just go into those situations because they can't do anything else. They don't have another option. But some people also just do those decisions because it's the cheapest. And because they don't want another option because they're so stuck in that way of living that
it's all conformity. It's all if you're comfortable, let me stay there. The same thing. Settle. Yeah, exactly. The same thing with him. He's mad comfortable there. He doesn't want to change anything. That's on him. But you do have to. A lot
of things become routine and people get comfortable.
You gotta live a better life. You have to. You have to strive for living a better life.
There's nothing wrong with aspiration.
No, for nothing.
Yeah.
I think people think when you're like that, when you have that inspiration to keep going, they think it's like, oh, you're bougie now. You're
and it's like, oh, you're Hollywood. I haven't had it in a long time.
No, I'm not. I want a better life than what I had.
Yeah, like when you become like compliant, like you don't really go anywhere. I'm trying not. I'm not a compliant. Complacent. There we go.
Yeah,
complacent. Yeah, just you don't go anywhere. So,
what do you strive for in the coming years?
Or
the next 5 years? Yeah,
next 5 years. Were you joking when you said you wanted to be an artist or a YouTuber? Like, was there any truth behind that? Like,
Yeah.
that's nice. You
Yeah.
should definitely go for that.
I for sure want to like see myself just like honestly, as far as like what it's gonna be, I'm not sure, but I for sure want to just make my presence known on some type of like social platform.
Yeah.
Because that's like a great like tool that we have now. It's just
Yeah.
having like this.
The access, yeah.
You get me? Like,
yeah.
can you imagine the people that podcast would have created if like they were made like super long ago, or like just like how popular it is now,
Yeah.
or just having any type of like any type of like presence like on like online? It's crazy.
Fucking 17/1800s, like before they were doing the Declaration of Independence brainstorm podcast. Like,
They were in a theater with a fucking table. Everybody was just there.
what right
listening to
do
their
y'all
fucking
think you should
conversation.
have? Fucking-
It's not even that, like,
Yeah,
a whole fucking like Q&A. Like, the blacks have rights, shoot no. No, but like just more when people had to like really just like push themselves, like really like put them out in like the real world.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, like there's always been like radio shows or just like some type of like radio voice that you could be on, but just the fact that you could just reach like the whole entire world,
Yeah.
is crazy. You can make a little short clip on like TikTok and it reaches people in like China. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I think the communication now, how far we can communicate with people, you know, there's almost no language barrier anymore either.
And it's crazy when like you think about it. Like when you really think about things that you don't even like think about normally. Like, who discovered time zones?
Okay.
Like how long did it take you to figure out that when you went over there it was like fucking 6 hours difference and you were like fucking getting mad at them because they weren't like getting it done at the right times or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh shit, there's different time zones. And then you had to think about all the people that like time zones aren't fucking real. Like that would have
Fake
probably been a whole
news. They're
phase.
just a
That
hoax.
would've-
They're just a fucking
I
hoax.
would have loved that. Would have been like a funny thing to have been alive around and see how people like dealt with that shit. I wonder if people like acted crazy because of it.
Just imagine back then, like with the founding fathers. Like, I know it was a hot take, but I feel like we should separate from British.
That's what they were on the news and their fucking newspapers, whatever the fuck they
We're
had.
like,
This
don't cancel me, guys. You should, yeah.
I think African Americans should have rights.
Well,
Kill it.
they don't cancel, but their form of canceling was like a.
Exile.
Just
Fucking left like the whole like
game over.
country.
You left life, bro. You were done.
You're
You saw the Dark Souls stream. Like,
Dark Souls.
have you played Elden Ring?
Bro, Elden Ring has reignited my passion like for games, bro.
Nice.
Honestly.
Have you beaten it?
I have multiple times.
I
Actually.
haven't once.
Oh.
I have like
What's
4
the last game you
saves.
played that made you feel like that?
I feel like that. Skyrim.
I say that's bad, but that's sad. Like, like
That took that long.
because of
Yeah.
the gaming industry as it is.
Yeah, because
You
right
want
now,
to love shit.
yeah. But I say Elden Ring because I feel like that's like the first time where I actually felt like I was getting what I paid for. Like it feels like a full finished $60 game.
Yeah. That's good.
Like
It's about fucking time too,
yeah.
We've had
EA is coming out. I'm sorry,
No, you.
like EA is coming out with like games that are like buggy, like not finished, and it's terrible. Like they're charging you $60 for that.
Yeah, and everything feels like live service with these battle passes. And
Yeah,
constant fucking because the fucking Lakers win the game, you can buy this fucking basketball emote for $15. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't always. It kind of gets me mad that all these games are like that now because they kind of want you just to play one game.
That's
yeah.
I used to hate seeing people that were 100 on the third day. I'd be like, yo, what is wrong with you?
Dude, how did you do that shit?
Adderall.
Oh,
Nah.
And
You
money.
think I'm
G
joking?
Fuel.
Like it's a
And money.
It's a common joke on Twitter that they say half these kids are addicted to Adderall while they play their favorite game. Because it's a common joke that they also say about games that games are no longer games, they're work.
Mm.
You think so? You
mean, yeah.
Games these days feel like work. Everything has a battle pass. Everything has FOMO. Everything has limited time.
Just tasks, constant
Constant
tasks,
tasks,
and like like
Call of Duty events.
You're just objectively doing shit. Like, I remember that. Like, that's why I stopped playing Fortnite, because I'd fucking get the battle pass, and you have to do, like, 9 challenges every week, and you'd like go into a mission, do like 3 of them, and then you wouldn't even want to play the game anymore. Like you just want to get the challenges done. You'd like purposely get yourself killed or fucking jump off a building just to do the next set of 3 afterward.
Like you don't ever play and you're like, I'm tired after that. Like what the fuck was that? Like I'm like,
You just spend an hour fucking doing missions like and talking to fucking Rick and Morty.
That's why after we got our shit together, like we started working and we started doing shit, like we stopped playing Overwatch because it got to that point. Too,
I just stopped playing Overwatch because we hit Grandmaster and we were done with that shit.
That too. I mean, we hit that peak, but like now, look at how ass we are. Like, but that's because of that. You know,
we're by yourself.
We're in platinum, bro.
If you want to make that argument, there's a lot of people who also say that the game has been on a downhill in terms of team-based dynamics based off of the update.
Bro, you gotta think
there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, it fell off," because
a lot of people are just replaying like Overwatch 2. It's like you'll see a new account, but it's some jackass's Smurf because you can't fucking get higher SR on comp. Like
that happens in Rainbow all the fucking time, bro.
But it's like
that shit was annoying. On Rainbow it was worse.
I feel like
it's worse now.
I feel like in Rainbow that's the worst game to make a Smurf account for because like I know it's level locked in Overwatch 2, but I feel like it's exponentially longer on fucking Rainbow to level up.
Yeah, you wouldn't like game when you get that much fucking XP.
Dude, you remember the fucking what was it? Was it 6% or like 3.5% for those fucking packs? And you had a chance for every game.
This much.
Oh yeah, it'd be like 49.9%, and it's like it is somehow misses that.
I remember someone they were fucking 99 and they still missed. And I was like, there's no fucking way. You gotta record that shit. Like there was times where people should have rushed and just be standing there like in their spawn and be like, yo, what are you move, bro?
Rainbow for sure like makes or breaks like your friendship.
But that's when you figure out what games you can and can't play with your friends.
No, and like but like it's weird because like not to sound like mean, but it's like sometimes I really think like what's going on?
Like, yo, what are you thinking? Why'd you go that way? That's why I told I think I got mad at Wilson the other day and I was like, why are you going that way? There's not even fucking enemies that direction. Or oh, we were doing escape mode and we were all going one fucking direction and he ended up going the complete opposite. And he was like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, look at the fucking map. It's right there.
like we constantly have arguments about video game stuff all the time. It can where they go is everywhere and broad because I normally vocalize some of these things anyways. It's every little fucking thing. You can get as minute as if games aren't for everyone. Not every game is meant for everyone.
I was complaining about menus.
But I don't mean that as a negative. It's just that's what it is.
It is true, yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh boy, Stardew Valley. But I'm not gonna also shit on you for going, hey, fuck you. You like Stardew Valley. you like it. Kudos to you. I can't. But that's because I'm not giving it the chance.
But yeah, I'm a strong believer that you shouldn't shit on other people for their interests. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like I like Minecraft still, and like only because I knew about it since it was alpha, but I couldn't play it. You know, like as a kid, when you want something, you kind of leaves a memory in there. Yeah. So that's Minecraft, but that's just that game. It's not that big. There's also Fallout. There's also like these little games that you kind of like appeal to. Like he likes Batman. Who wouldn't fucking like to play as Batman, beating the shit out of some fucking robbers doing 60 combos?
We gotta make a VR mode that's better for that shit. Because I heard that the VR game is like pretty lackluster.
It is.
Yeah.
Yo, VR with like Arkham like combos, it's like a great workout.
It's like dizzy as fuck too.
Now we're but
I hit him with the cape. Just
great workout.
I honestly can't wait until like there's just a better form of it. Because like I want to be able to use my whole body in VR, like, and be able to like jump around and like kick shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I want feedback.
Exactly. Like, and I want to like be able to like I don't know have some sort of sensory type feeling in it.
There's this Twitch streamer I found out about her from TikTok, and she has like this whole PR like set, and like she plays Skyrim to where she can actually say the shouts.
Oh, nice.
And then like she has like this like whole like body suit. So if like for example she's fighting like a frost type enemy and like she gets hit with like an attack, like it'll like feel some type of way.
Oh
yeah,
that's pretty badass.
I think those are I think I've heard of those. I think those are called like haptic vests or something.
Yeah, we do.
Damn,
yeah,
how
those-
much is that
those
shit?
get expensive.
It's probably pretty expensive.
I know. I saw a fucking bundle one time that was like 10K for fucking like a whole Steam Valve set, and like it came like with a. It also came with like a PC rig that was already like made and designed to run just VR games off rip, like on startup.
Jesus.
Could you just like imagine like full body VR, like just like super scary? Like you feel something like grab you, like
Yo,
that'd be nuts,
That'd be
dude.
fucking crazy.
That'd be
I
nuts.
was telling these guys another time that like I hope that there's one day like where you can go unconscious, like Sword Art Online. I don't know if you've seen that anime. But basically in that anime they have a world that where you can put on like a helmet
Yeah.
and lay down
Mhm.
and like you kind of like fall asleep and you play the things in your subconscious while you're asleep.
Asleep.
And I just can't. I wish it would go in that direction because like imagine like you play like some fucking game and you
Mhm.
get like agility 10 and you can like legitimately jump 6 or 8 feet
That'd be crazy.
and you can feel that space
Mm.
like you
Gotta
can
take it
feel
there.
that jump like it feels like real life like you're feeling
Imagine
like you're
food.
jumping 8.
Food.
Yeah, that too.
You can.
Yo, and I have a game where my cooking skill is like 168, bro. I'd be
Making
whipping
shit.
that shit up, bro.
You can spawn it in like that. It's just doing
Fucking-
whatever.
you see sparkles and shit, and then comes out a Big Mac. Like,
How crazy would it be after that when people like, let's say these things are just coming out and we're just getting them, society barely knows anything about it. How crazy are people gonna get after that, right? When they can go into this game and indulge in everything, right? Effect, money,
I think-
whatever the fuck.
I think that's where a lot of like natural selection is gonna come in, and I'm not even saying that jokingly. Like, there's gonna probably be people that die because they don't want to get off of it. People that die because they literally just don't want to do anything else but be in that reality because they don't feel as they feel so powerful in that world that they feel so powerless outside of it that they don't want to be in the real world.
I kind of have like not like a counter to that, but I feel like to some point it is natural selection, but also when humans find out ways to make life easier, we just adopt it. Like we don't hunt anymore. We go to fucking ShopRite
Yeah.
and get food. That's like absurd.
And it's like, what
You know
would
what I
you
mean?
do if all the stores close?
Exactly. Like, what if like like the world ends like right now? Like, I don't know how to like farm, how to fucking plant, how to fucking like hunt, like how to make like an actual tent like to live in. You
I
get me?
think
Like,
the only bullshit I remember from like Man vs. Wild was that like if you go to if you go to like a body of water like any size
yeah.
and you dig another hole next to that body of water
Mhm.
and let the ground be a natural filter to pour into that hole,
Yeah.
that's drinkable water supposedly. Like if you don't have anything to actually cook it and like sterilize it,
Mhm.
that's how you would be able to get something as opposed to nothing. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah. I know I wouldn't survive.
And I'll die first day.
Fucking, if you were in a scenario like Hatchet,
You're fucking- I don't know how that kid lasted, bro.
He got hit by a
I doubt it was as long as he
Got hit by
fucking
a
said it
moose,
was. I fucking doubt it was as long as he said he was. That was a rich kid, bro. Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
probably like a day and a half.
Meanwhile, he's talking about his
They were on their
shooting his
fucking
dad.
private jet. Literally, Hatchet was the basis for the forest. I don't want to hear shit, bro. And instead, it was just swapped. You instead of your dad being like gone or whatever the fuck, it was just you, right? I think in Hatchet it was like what the kid was in the back of the plane
No,
and it
it
like
was
detached.
no. It was him and the pilot, and that's it. And he wasn't rich though. It was just a regular plane.
And nobody
And
else.
I think you gotta be rich to be on a plane by yourself.
No, it was one of those chartered like little planes that they're mad cheap.
Okay.
And he was flying over the forest, and the guy had a heart attack. He had a heart attack, and he was like very flatulent and like letting go because when you have a heart attack, that's what happens apparently. And
To get that descriptive though in the book was like very horrendous. You know, like
my guy died after too many farts, and the plane went down, and that's how Hatchet became Hatchet, bro.
That's by far. Well, I mean,
That's my fart.
I know there was one time where I think like he went to go get his weapon at night and like he grabbed a skunk and then like shat on his face.
Oh,
And
yeah.
shit. Like,
wait, what? Did we read the same book?
Yeah, bro. I don't remember that.
I'm obviously over exaggerating,
Oh,
but like
okay.
in the night, like he went to like grab something and I think he grabbed the tail of it and it like just sprayed him and like just dipped.
Oh shit.
Y'all
And
would
like
kill
it sprayed him
myself.
like in his eyes. Like
I would have killed myself.
Bro,
right
but
there.
imagine like you wake up fucking 2 p.m. and you're trying to like defend yourself. You have nothing around. It's just pitch blackness.
Pitch black. Yeah, it gets crazy black. Like out at the wilderness.
You fucking can't see nothing but the stars, man.
Well, you gotta camouflage and kill these animals. That's what you gotta do.
Or you can camouflage in the what you can't see.
You guys see the movie Predators?
No, I haven't.
Predator's the newest one.
It's where like there's like that like whole bunch of like predators and like they're like all like hunting like
Oh,
Oh, on
yeah.
that planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
There's like that one dude that like becomes one.
Yeah.
And, like
Yeah,
that's
that's
why he
awesome.
like survives. It just made me think about that.
He's a badass though.
Word.
That's what you gotta do. You become the enemy, bro. Become a moose.
You become this one. You start farting on everybody.
You gotta become the flatulence.
Yeah.
I know for sure we would have survived. I feel like we wouldn't survive. I would try my hardest, but I don't think I'd live.
You know.
I'd probably get a branch and stab an animal and then not know how to eat it. And feel
I
bad
mean,
that I killed an animal.
honestly, I think I would have found a way to start a forest fire. Like, I would have survived, but been locked up for what I had to do to survive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean like I would have started a forest fire for no reason. I would have been like, I need to set a flame for a signal, and then I would have let it get out of control because I couldn't control it. And then there's the forest fire. But like, who's gonna ignore this fucking
Forest
blazing
fire, yeah.
sea of flames? Like,
Yeah.
it'll be able to be seen from anywhere. Not
Chance
smoke
that full of
cloud.
children.
Due to forest fire.
Meanwhile, we found this kid. Far away.
We saved this one
Fucker.
a guy.
Yeah.
This shit smell like skunk.
It's a private school kid.
It's about like some person like farted to death. I don't know.
Crazy maniac just started a forest fire.
It was. Now that I think about it, there were like some wild shit in some of the books we saw. Like, I don't know, I forget what I think of Mice and Men it was, where those best friend or the competent best friend had to kill the ditzy dumb one.
Bro, the kite runner, bro.
That was sad.
Chapter 7.
You still remember it?
Chapter 7, bro.
Hassan, bro?
R.I.P. Hassan's booty hole, bro. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Never read Kite Runner.
Yeah,
Chapter 7 is gnarly.
that book was crazy though. It was such a good book though.
Yeah.
It was.
Despite the rape, like it was a really good book.
But like, I mean, don't misinterpret it. But like, those are good conflicts. Like those envelop you in the story and the characters, and it's like a genuine like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get into that mindset of like, how could you even rationalize this as like a fucking human being? And it's like, then certain people like attack the writer, but it's like you got to think that there are fucking people like this.
No, and he lived.
Exactly,
He lived it.
exactly. There's people that'll attack someone not knowing who they are and be like, "What are you talking about?" Like I looked through it. Like this is low. I just gotta switch the names and it's a biography. Like, like that's
Whoa, that book Night.
Oh yeah.
by Eli Wiesel.
Yeah. That was another one that was
I
I cried. I cried a little bit during that book. Yeah. It was
It was crazy.
when he talked about how they separated him from his was one of the siblings or his mom?
Yeah, I think they were put into two lines.
Yeah.
Where it was just
Women and then like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he found out later that one of those lines was straight to death.
Yeah.
And he was on the line that lived, and he didn't know till like later on that I think his mom and his sister died.
Yeah, so it's probably all like the people that weren't capable of like working and doing labor.
Yeah, because the sister was like I think like a toddler. Yeah, and I think the mother was pregnant.
That's gnarly, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was like really wild because I think at some point in the story, the character himself had to abandon his dad because I think his dad ended up like his will to live just shriveled up, like and there wasn't one.
Bunch of just like dead bodies on the floor. His house crumbled. Like a bunch of prostitutes and warlords just running amok. Like
That's why I used to love reading low key, and I don't mean to be that in a bad sense, but like descriptive words like those and like passages where you would just envision all of that shit.
Yeah.
It did a really good job of like painting that canvas for you.
for sure. And in high school, they picked the best ones. I think because we read a lot of good ones in high school. Because when we were
I liked
kids,
reading The Outsiders.
you read that. I never got to read that.
I think that was in 8th or 7th grade that I got to read it.
Yeah, in 8th and 7th, I didn't read like Hatchet and that
Hatchet, Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild.
Did you read
I
The
didn't
Giver?
like them. Huh?
The Giver.
The Giver, I didn't like either.
They give
What are you
it.
talking
It was overrated. as
Yeah, it
fuck.
was.
They're like, yo, like there's a fucking movie coming out, bro.
Yeah, that's the only reason they gave it to us. Whole fucking contest. Remember some bullshit like that?
Yeah.
movie coming out.
Yeah, shout out Robert Waters, bro. Like,
Yeah, word.
there's
yeah.
times where like I really just be thinking like, it wasn't like a bad school experience there.
Nah, but it wasn't a good one either. Like,
It wasn't
a great
great.
one.
Shout out Mr. G.
Mr. G, Miss Conti. You knew that, right? You knew.
I knew.
You fucking knew.
If
Everyone
you
knew.
know, you know.
That's what you gotta. That's what you gotta say.
I always bring it up in every episode.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I brought it up like 3 times because we've had Edward here.
Edward, yeah,
Edward knows,
Right.
right?
Before you gotta break down.
Imagine, like, so,
Where do you smash G?
what actually happened? Like, you want to know what happened.
They're like, listen, he needed help peeing. That's all.
No, no, like, yo, guys, like, he was helping me grade papers.
Yeah, imagine
Like,
something in the bathroom.
Oh,
You didn't see that? Yeah, they came out of. Well, that was the rumor that they came out of the bathroom.
I heard that, like, a person saw him coming out of her room, like, fixing up, like, his zipper.
The rumor I heard was that, but out of the bathroom, the teacher's bathroom. Which, if
problem
it were
with
the one I heard, then
Yeah.
that's crazy. But if it was that, then we're just grading papers and talking like normal
Or-
fucking human beings.
Like, yo, like, they were, like, fucking doing doggy on the fucking desk. Like,
Maybe like he got stiff. And maybe he had to like fix his pants. Maybe that's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
Which that makes sense.
Yeah,
you're going around
adjustments.
fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like you don't. Who's that? You do not need that, bro.
Thank God we never had creeps in those elementaries. Well, no, in elementary, no.
Okay,
In elementary,
okay.
You know what story you're about to bring up?
no. Middle school and on, there were definitely creeps. Mr. Who? I didn't catch that.
Say it out loud. I hope you won't mind.
Mr. Bambini.
Oh, yeah.
Bambini.
That's not his name.
Oh.
I mean, we'll leave that story for
I
another.
don't know.
I don't think
I heard that.
I don't think in detail we have. I don't think
Do you want to bring it up in detail?
Not today. Not today.
Not today. All right, but there was Bambini, that guy. There was
Any gym teacher.
any gym teacher.
Literally any fucking gym teacher.
Do you remember the one from Jose Marty? The one that looked kind of Hispanic?
Like a fucking hedgehog? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Marcor, the white guy, and the creepy guy.
Yeah.
What was I don't know his name. I don't want to say it.
Oh.
Yeah. But that guy, you remember that guy? Tell me now he wasn't a creep.
Yeah, bro.
He was a fucking creep.
making us do squats for a little longer than usual some days.
And
Bro,
bro,
I've been touching my toes for 2 minutes.
it's not for you. It's for me.
Why are you poking me?
There you go.
When I was there, they fired a gym teacher because apparently he grabbed a kid and pinned him to the wall. They had me testify.
They had you something like that. Yeah, that's
They're like, Gary,
crazy.
come down to the nurse. I was like, what happened? And they're like, did you see him do this? I was like, no, I wasn't even there that day. And they're like, okay. And they just kicked me out.
Okay.
No, in Robert Waters.
Oh, what gym teacher?
I don't remember. He
Which
was
gym teacher did we have?
he was young.
Ferrante.
That's his name,
He was
right?
cool. He was cool.
He was always cool.
And then like there was like a black one, right?
Yeah, I forgot his
He was
name.
pretty
though.
cool.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
Miss Thierry, you remember fucking Miss
Fuck
Thierry?
that bitch. Yo,
Fuck
she
that bitch.
replaced the best principal in the fucking world, bro. The most kind guy you've ever met in your life.
It was
Mr. Nash.
so sad when they played his song, like his
Oh,
favorite song. Where we
don't
like, he's like
worry.
dead or something.
Everybody was trying to like, he's gone. He's gone. He was downstairs. He's on the first floor. Fortunately, she had a brother that passed away in 9/11. And
He's making.
She had a brother that passed away.
Yeah, that exactly.
All right, let's start it over again.
You want to do it again? You want to say that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't laugh. All right, sorry, that was insensitive.
Yeah, sorry.
So Miss Thierry. All right, hold on.
I'm actually getting a little teary.
So every year on 9/11, Miss Thierry would announce her. What would she do? She would have a little speech about her brother that passed away in 9/11, and that's why I thought of 9/11.
That's our
Okay.
I thought that they would play the "Be Good." What was that song called? Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, but that's pretty
How many times did you
inappropriate.
hear this story that it stuck out this much?
Every year on 9/11, and
Why'd you have the same teacher for so many years?
No, she was the principal.
Oh, okay.
I forgot he didn't go to like, wait, what? I didn't know this.
Every year on 9/11, she
I don't
would do
feel like I don't. What, like on the morning announcements?
Yeah,
Yeah.
every day, every 9/11.
And if like you're there from like kindergarten, but like what's the grades of Robert Wonders? Is it the
K through 6.
Yeah, so that's a lot of years to hear that.
Yeah, that's almost 7, bro. I would have said something.
Why?
We don't care about your brother.
No. Nah, it was just a moment of silence we would do, and
Yeah, a moment of silence followed by her speaking.
no,
Yeah.
she would give her
Nah, I'm
little,
fucking
she
with you.
would say her little thing,
A little spiel.
her little thing, and then she'd give the moment of silence, and then we'd go on with her day.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't want to be very insensitive, but
Oh gosh.
no, we're not talking about Miss Siri now.
Okay.
Let's go on to 8th grade.
Okay.
And I feel so disgusted at myself for being this way, but I don't know what it was. It was me, Steve Salino, Andy, Jonathan Ramos, Diomar.
That's already demonic group in it.
Yeah, it's very demonic. We were watching the Flight 47. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
The one about the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're watching that movie. I don't know what it was, and especially, I think because we were cracking other jokes and we weren't paying attention to the movie.
Yeah.
But you know those little moments of silence before you burst out into laughter together?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that. So Miss Hanley was like, I am so disgusted at the fact that some people find it amusing that this, but we weren't laughing at the movie until one of the guys was like, the terrorist. I don't want to burn. And we paused. We look at each other. We all started. SpongeBob started. We all started dying, bro. We all started dying. I don't know what it was. It was just that one Allah Akbar got me.
Yeah.
But I wasn't laughing at the movie. It was, at the time we had a lot of those videos coming out too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
We had summer school together, right?
Probably a few years in a row. Yeah.
Mr. Rojas? Is that ringing bells?
That guy.
Oh god.
White.
Bald.
Which grade was it?
I think
Glasses.
sophomore, junior year.
How demeaning can we get until he finds out who Mr. Rohan is?
He was he had
Virgin,
glasses. He didn't have hair.
No wife.
He had facial hair.
No wife. That was crazy.
No kid.
No friends.
He argued with Sumo in his class every time we had him, and we low-key fuck with Sumo because Sumo was always making this period like non-existent because he'd argue with this man. For,
Oh,
the whole
okay.
shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No hoes.
You remember there was one day where he had played a movie, at like 30 minutes went into it. Everyone had been talking for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and he's like, "All right, no, you guys want to watch my movie?" We're like, "Yo, why do you get so excited? Nobody want to watch?" He's like, I brought this. This is my movie. I brought it from my house."
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Yo, you have to take it so personal. Like nobody want to watch your bum ass movie."
What movie?
I think it was one of those Vin Diesel movies where they were like in space or some shit.
Oh god.
Riddick?
Yeah,
Probably Chronicles of Riddick.
and we didn't get through 30 minutes before he turned the shit off. he was
Why would
he
you
was,
bring Riddick?
he was
Yeah, bro. Riddick's not even that great of a movie. What the fuck?
But it's shit like moments like that where like teachers lost their shit over dumb shit was funny as fuck. But like, yo, you gotta put your emotions in check, bro. We're the children.
You think we went too far sometimes?
I don't give a fuck. Dude, you're an adult.
I know we don't give a fuck, but like there were moments where I was just like, maybe I shouldn't be an asshole.
Mm.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I shouldn't fucking knock out today.
Okay. Looking at the mirror, like the bathroom, like.
Lifting up his own pen, he's
Saying more about me than him.
Word.
Alright. You guys got any closing remarks?
Well, I would say it was an honor to see Brian again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Fucking years. I haven't seen him in
Yeah, it's been a minute.
years.
It's been a minute, yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. Gotta do this
Of
again.
course. We'll have you anytime. If you want to
Yeah.
be on here another time, definitely just reach out to us, man.
Hit us
Yeah,
up.
for sure,
We'll
for
schedule
sure.
whenever, bro.
But
You're at the top of the list. You're at the top of the list.
thank
Bro.
you, thank you, thank you.
With
We're hoping
Sumo.
to having a lot of.
We doing words, me and him.
Oh my
Him and
god, him,
I'd be down.
Sumo Nata. Yeah, that's just
Shit.
that would be a massacre for him.
What are you doing the 18th?
Which day is that? I just like
That's-
need to know like what day of like the week that
2
is.
weeks from now.
It's
so-
it'd be another Wednesday.
I'm off. Yeah.
All right, nice, awesome. So
Yeah, book me.
I'll ask Sumo if he's good.
Okay.
But on the 18th, we have him edit this out because I don't want them knowing. But we're basically done. Have a nice
The closing statement.
yeah.
The government is lying to you.
We're closed. We're bankrupt.